Hello, this video is brought to you by my supporters on Patreon and my members on YouTube. Minasan, arigatou gozaimasu. Hontoni. My name is Kurt. Today is the 24th day of November 2023, and this is my Good Life Meditation video. This is something that I do each and every morning, a little bit after waking up. It's now 4:59, just turning 5 a.m. I'm running way behind. I make this video to remember my life objectives and principles, those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone. You can get a copy from the link down in the description. I do recommend the hardbound edition. It's more durable. I also use this time to reflect on the last 24 hours, including last night, to see how I did with the various challenges and opportunities that I met, and to plan for the coming day. I also prepare myself for death. But before I do any of that, I always like to read a poem. Turning back to Edward Thomas, we're going to see what's next. I haven't taken a look. Here's a poem. Oh, I need to mark this one, the one before, as read. Here's one. Let's see how long it is. Oh, okay. It's called Parting. Let's read it. The past, capital P, the past is a strange land, most strange. Wind blows not there, nor does rain fall. If they do, they cannot hurt at all. Men of all kinds, as equals, range. The soundless fields and streets of it, pleasure and pain have no string. The perished self not suffering, that lacks all blood and nerve and wit. I like the way you put that, the perished self. And is in shadow land, a shade. Remembered joy and misery, bring joy to the joyous equally. Both sadden the sad, so memory made. Parting today, a double pain. First, because it was parting. Next, because the ill it ended vexed and mocked me from the past again. Let's look at that stanza again. And is in shadowland, this is a whole stanza, and is in shadowland a shade. What does that mean? And is in shadowland a shade. Remembered joy and misery bring remembered and is in shadowland a shade. Remembered joy and misery bring joy to the joyous equally. Both the joy and the misery bring joy to the joyous equally. Interesting. Both sadden the sad. So joy and misery both sadden the sad. Yeah. So memory made parting today a double pain. So memory made parting today a double pain. First, because it was parting. Next, because the ill it ended vexed and mocked me from the past again. Got it. Because it's gone. And then second, because whatever emotions it stirred in me long ago were brought back. Not as what had been remedied had I gone on. Not that, oh no. But as itself no longer woe. Not as what had been remedied had I gone on. Not that, oh no. But as itself no longer woe. Sighs, angry word, and look and deed. So not because I remedied the problem, but because it is no more. But it is as itself no longer woe. Sighs, angry word, and look and deed. But is itself no longer woe. Wow, why would that be? Why would you feel that way? Saddened in a way. Because that distraction is past. Last stanza. Being faded, rather a kind of bliss. For there spiritualized it lay in the perpetual yesterday, that naught can stir or stain like this. Ooh, like an ancient insect locked in amber. That's it. We'll read that one again tomorrow. No new vocabulary in there. All right. Today is the day after Thanksgiving, also known as Black Friday. Last night I slept pretty good, although I got to bed a little late. Had a good, very good day yesterday, very busy day with cleaning house. We clean house every Saturday, top to bottom, and then a little in between during the week as needed. But yesterday, because we were having our Thanksgiving feast, I cleaned the house, did my Saturday cleaning on a Thursday, and Yumiko and Emily cooked really well, and we had a great dinner. I cut the dickens out of my finger carving the turkey. Blood everywhere, except on the food. No cannibalism here. But it was a bloody mess. But the food was great, and lots of leftovers. It was a good day. Our last Thanksgiving here. Not going to miss it. Pretty sure I'm not going to miss America. It's like a story. You know what it is? It's like my poems that I'm reading. I'll read them, start them once, and then I'll read them again, a third, maybe a fourth time, or even sometimes a fifth time, to enjoy and really soak in the poem. And then typically, after I've had enough, I put it away. And I will have it here. Like that poem by Sarah Kemble Knight that I read in my teens. It's still here. It's a poem that she wrote about sighting the moon as she rode a horse through the darkness in New England. I think this was in the 18th century. It goes like this. Short poem. Imagine a woman alone. I think she was with somebody else, but in the dark, scared. And then suddenly she saw the moon through the boughs of the trees, which in poetic terms is regarded as with a name, Cynthia. The moon is Cynthia. All homage that I may, all homage that I may, unto a creature, unto thee I pay, in lonesome wood, to meet so kind a guide, to me's more worth than all the world beside. I was struck by that poem in my teens, and I read it over and over until it was stuck in my head. I've never read it since, but it's still stuck in my head. But it isn't the memorization that's important. That was a rare example of a actually memorized poem. But the sentiment is keen and deep. And the books that I've read, the sentiment is keen and deep. The books that mattered, that is. This life in America, lived once, twice, thrice. Just like the number of times I typically read a poem. The sentiment of America is keen and deep within me now. It doesn't need another time. I don't need another reading of America. So, I think America's done for me. Yumiko too. We've talked about it. Emily? She's only had it twice. Yeah. And it's her. She's got her life ahead of her. It'll be fun to watch from the sidelines. Good day yesterday. Nothing ambushed us. Just a good day. Left me thoughtful and reflective, like that poem. Let's do the good life. 8 objectives. To be always ready to die. To make good and effective use of my time. To develop and maintain good and sound life principles. To cultivate good emotional reactions. To perform good actions. To recognize true limits and true opportunities. and to do just one thing at a time, and do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully, and to keep my balance. My 35 principles now are war, reason, homunculus, anchor hold, home of good and evil, purpose, atomic principle, principle of nature, the pirate ride, maturity, social principle, principle of family, public speaking, temperance, life will not go well, the horror show, that which must be born, the feast of offal, distraction, agency in the great indifference, the best seat in the house, the restless man, the path of wildness, the great life adventure, the risk of avoiding risk, sin and damnation, complete oblivion, the season of philosophy, script writing, the bullseye aim, the uphill climb, arena and utility, nothing is enough, the principle of fun, and being prepared. Last. Oh no, two more things I've got to do. What is the plan for today? Let's check yesterday's checklist and see how we did. How I did. There's no we in me. I guess if you take the M and make it go upside down, it's a W. Okay, so did I do my morning work? You see, I keep a little checklist here, right? This is the one. Morning work? Yes. YouTube listings? Yes. Oh my God, wrong pen. Hope I can wipe that off. No, I can't. I try really hard. How about that? Before it sets in. Ooh, came off. All right, good. Now I lost it. I lost the list. Yeah, I think I did everything yesterday. So what am I up to today? Today I'll do my morning work, which includes doing this, reading a poem, studying the Bible, reading a page from Freeway Bible Study, and then doing my YouTube comments, my meta comments, and reading my email. After that, I'm going to do more YouTube listings. This time for the Lyles Brother channel, I'm taking each of my respective brands and updating all of the comments, tags, and titles for everything. It's a long, laborious process. I've been doing it for months. Then after that, I'm thinking about starting a project plan for America, for Japan. I don't know if I think I'll start that today. After that, what'll I do? Oh, clean a little bit from last night. The house is pretty much cleaned up, but I just tidied up one last bit. And then maybe read, beach. That's good enough. My pen's going dead. I have to get a new one. I might pull that bit out that I talked about three times enough in America. Add that to the Return to Japan playlist. I'll do that too. I don't need to add it. I'll remember. Am I ready to die? 3 questions. Are my affairs in order? Yes. Are my relationships sound? Yes. Is my life's work complete? Yes. I'm done. My life is done. Doesn't mean it's finished. Just means that I've completed everything that I needed to do. The rest is gravy. I want to live a long time. I'm going to enjoy this time and enjoy pursuing my avocation of, sharing the good life creed, so to speak, by virtue of the mouthpiece of going along. I'll mainly be doing that from Japan after I get back there, but first I've got to get there. So I'll stop there. I wish you all the best. Be safe, but not too safe. Take care. I will move forward and up. I will rarely stop, and I will never